Hi guys, this is Beth from Beth's Kitchen in downtown Silver Spring. Happy New Year, welcome back to our channel. And today I have a special guest, Hannah from Koiner Farm. Hannah, would you like to introduce yourself?
Of course. Thank you, Beth, for having me, first off.
My pleasure.
Beth has been selling her sweets and treats over at Koiner Farm, which is just a 5-minute walk from the cafe.
Yep.
And has invited me to help out with some farm fresh recipe tonight.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to share ingredients with you.
Like I've said before, it's a beautiful farm. Beautiful, beautiful farm, beautiful people. I've said that again. But today we're cooking collard green, one of the popular Ethiopian dishes. And Hannah is growing it right now. It's a winter vegetable.
Yep.
I let her talk about that,
Sure.
but it's a winter vegetable. It's the most tender, sweet collard green I have tasted in a very long time.
You all have to come out to the farm and
Yeah.
try it.
I am so excited to cook that tonight. So I think we can start where?
Yeah.
So I think we can start showing you, Hannah can
Yeah.
talk a little bit about this.
Sure.
But collard green is a nutritious, dense vegetable. I mean, you know, it prevents so many diseases. It nourishes your body. It has so many things in it, and I'll let Hannah say more about
Beth,
it.
you had a whole fact sheet. You like
Yes.
literally had to read it off. It's
I
like
can
vitamin
read
A,
it, yes.
K. Yeah.
Vitamin A, K, C.
All sorts of antioxidants.
Antioxidants.
It's like kale on steroids, basically.
Yes, yes. And I mean, you don't always have to cook kale to eat it. You can put it on your smoothies in the morning. You can shred it really thin and put it in your salad and eat it as a salad. I mean, there's so many ways you can eat this. But today we'll cook one of Ethiopian, we do it an Ethiopian way. It's very simple. Anybody can do it. And then we're gonna have fun doing that.
And I'm really excited, Beth, to learn from you because the recipe I learned growing up was the southern way of cooking collard greens with ham hock, and you have to like boil it and cook it down for so long. It takes a really long time. It's amazing flavor.
Yeah.
But what I've experienced at Ethiopian restaurants with the collards, it's so good too, the flavor, but it's quick. Like the preparation's quick, and because we've got these tender winter greens, like you can see just how flexible and soft and tiny they are. We don't need to cook them very long. I mean, again, we can eat them raw.
Yeah. And yes, actually, we started eating them when she first brought them earlier, and then we couldn't stop, honestly.
Yeah.
But okay, so these are like cut maybe an hour and a half ago. Yeah.
Right
So they're like, this is the freshest you can get it. And like the collard green, usually you see them big leaves, and those can be a little bitter and maybe tough, but these are sweet and really tender, so we can make a quick dish in front of you. So I know there's so many ways of cutting collard greens. Guys, back home we sit around a little chair and look at this veins. We can shred it like
along the vein lines?
Like this.
So satisfying.
I know. And then you're left with the stems. And look at that. So you will be left with the stems. But you can also, if you get like with the small ones, this might be a good way of doing it. But with the big ones, what you can do is, let me put this away. You can do is you can just run your knife through the sides like this, and then you can just have the stems in, and like that. Okay? Or the other way of doing it is like you can fold it in half like this, and then you can just run the knife and then get
Beth, you see
the stem out.
on the greens there's a little bit of frost damage. But it actually, we were reading earlier that, so the collard greens are special for the winter because they can withstand the cold. And what they do when it's so cold, they send the sugars, they free the sugars and put those into their cells to protect against that damage. And that's what makes them so sweet.
Man, nature is so intelligent. Like we think, yeah. This is so quick. Honestly, we ate so much earlier.
Like I don't even want to cook them. I just want to eat them as a salad, as you were saying. Just shred them as a
absolutely
like a slaw.
This is so good. So, Hannah, keep on doing that.
And what are we doing with the stems?
We're gonna cook it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is so good. We're not throwing nothing away.
Okay.
So I'm just, to save time, cut it like this in bunches. And then once we do that, what we'll do is like we'll roll it like this and shred it.
Is that called like chiffonade?
Chiffonade.
Like ribbons.
And then the ribbons,
Yeah, beautiful.
And then we have this.
Gorgeous.
Okay. I will do that.
I love working with my hands though. It just makes it.
So what we're gonna use to cook this simple dish is ginger, garlic, a little cumin, salt, a little mitmita, which is a chili powder. You can use cayenne pepper if you want. And I'm gonna use a little tomato, onion, and then we'll finish it with a jalapeno. In Ethiopia, every woman cook it a little bit different. Each house has its own little style. In my house, this is what we use, a little cumin to give it a special flavor. So we're gonna start with a little olive oil in the pan. The pan is hot. Is it on hot?
Even the stems.
Even the stems. Even the stems. I would put like 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there. And then we're gonna cut the onions like a half moon. I don't want to finely chop the onions because I want to see a little bit of it in there. You know, I'm an Ethiopian, so the more onion, the better. I think all dishes started with onion. So we can do that.
Okay, so you're just shredding them a little bit finer.
Yep,
for this
shredding
dish.
them a little bit finer and put them here.
As you said, every household has their own style, right? So
every household,
style.
Yep. And that goes here, and that will go in a minute.
Okay.
And we'll let the onion cook a little bit longer, and then we'll put the stems in.
Oh.
I'm gonna chop the stems.
Because the stems just need a little bit more time than the rest of the leaf.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
Totally delicious, edible.
Yep.
Okay.
So we'll put the stems in. And while the onion is cooking, we're gonna get our ginger and garlic ready.
Nice. Okay.
So Hannah's gonna grate the ginger, and I'm gonna cut the onions.
And I won't grate my fingers.
Yeah, please. We can't do that.
Oh, that looks so good already.
Yeah.
Okay. How much ginger?
I said like if you can almost finish that one,
Okay.
that would be good. I don't want to like smash the garlic all the way until they disappear. I'm just gonna slice them because I want to see them and I want to eat them once they're cooked. I think that's something I do lately. Usually I blend them or I grate them, but I like seeing them in the dishes. Like they do a little peekaboo in the green, and and they also taste good.
Definitely. But ginger, we're doing a fine grate on it because you don't really want to eat a whole chunk of ginger.
Yeah, you don't want a surprise
That would be
in your
intense.
mouth.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be fun.
Okay.
So yeah, but honestly, I think we can all eat a little bit more collard green in our lives, right?
Absolutely.
And if you don't like it, just put it in as a smoothie, a salad. But in some way, we can always add in a little collard green to our meal. It's so beneficial. I think that's
Hiding up in
yummy.
there. That looks so good.
That looks so good.
Okay.
That's good. I think just to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna give it a little,
chop it a little further.
chop it up, because we don't want any surprises. So Hannah, tell us about the farm a little bit.
Oh, it's such a beautiful story. So here we are in downtown Silver Spring, and there's this hidden gem of a farm. It's
Oh
an
my
acre.
God, a hidden gem for sure.
So right next to the library and all the shops and restaurants, and then on the edge of the neighborhood with houses, there's this farm.
Yeah.
And the farmer, I met him when he was 96, and he was still farming this land. He was a lifelong Montgomery County farmer. And he just had this vision. He just wanted to keep farming, and he wanted to do his thing. So when he retired from like his big farms up county, he started buying up parcels of land in this residential neighborhood and compiling them to make his little retirement garden. But really, it was huge. So he started selling at the farmer's market.
That's amazing.
And had this following. And I met him, and I wanted to carry on his work. So I learned from him, and now, we have interns and volunteers and a market, and Beth comes to the market, and it's a lot of fun.
It's not just, us, but there's so many people benefiting from this farm, like the local schools, right?
Yep.
I met a lot of teenagers working in the farm, which makes me so happy.
And just reconnecting with our food.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes some kids don't even know where their food comes from.
And me being, most people growing up in an urban area wouldn't. So I never knew what like an okra looked like on the plant. It had this beautiful flower, and I asked Charlie, what's that? That's okra. And again, to him, it was so obvious, but we got to reconnect to our food.
Absolutely.
And I think, this is part of it.
I love it. I'm gonna cut a little tomato, and put it in for flavor.
So are we looking for the onions to be kind of brown or just kind of a little translucent?
I just want them to cook until they're a little translucent, and then we'll put in the ginger and the garlic.
And kind of soften,
We don't want color, but we just want it to be
we're getting close.
loose. We're getting close, yes.
Yeah. So nice. And it's cool because the color of the greens has changed. You can see it's now this bright green.
I know. Oh,
I think when we get to that part, that's what we'll be looking for as well.
It's going to look so beautiful, yes.
Yeah.
It's going to look so beautiful. So the tomato is going to give us a little flavor. I think the Mitmita is going to add a little kick as well as a little flavor. And the cumin is what's going to make it my household color green.
Okay.
And once you try it with the cumin, I think you will always cook it with cumin. It's especially for a collard green that's fresh and young and sweet, I think it goes so well together. Yes.
Is it time?
Maybe a little bit longer.
A little longer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit longer. Yeah.
Okay, so how much of each spice?
I would say like the Mitmita, I would put half a teaspoon.
Okay.
Salt.
So we're not dumping all this in.
No, we're not.
Okay.
And the cayenne, I would put half a teaspoon.
Okay.
I would put more, but I think half a teaspoon is sufficient for this one. The ginger might be a little bit too much. I would put a teaspoon, so I think that would be a teaspoon.
Okay.
Let's put that in now.
I went overboard.
Yeah.
I'm like you with your onion.
Yes.
More is better.
More,
especially in the winter. I feel like the ginger is such a powerful. It has like the garlic too is antimicrobial, antibacterial.
This is
powers.
medicine.
It is medicine, literally.
It is medicine.
Yeah, the honey ginger tea that you make here. Oh my God.
Absolutely.
So good.
It is absolutely
honey
medicine.
ginger turmeric, right?
Honey ginger turmeric drink.
Tea.
Watch episode 2 or 3. I have the recipe down there for you guys. Yeah, the ginger, turmeric, and lemon. So good, as well as so good for you. And then we can add in a little tomato, 1 tomato.
Beautiful.
And we will let that tomato cook a little bit, just maybe 5 more minutes. And then we can start seasoning.
Okay.
We can do a little Mitmita, say half a teaspoon, salt.
That smells good.
Yeah. And then cumin. I'll go a little bit more on the cumin. I say 3/4 or
Nutmeg?
nutmeg. No, I'm sorry. Nutmeg, not cumin. I mixed them all up.
They look alike too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's already smelling so good, guys. It's already smelling so good. I could actually eat that. Won't you? And something.
Right here?
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost ready.
Oh, God. I'm so hungry.
So, once you cook this, you know, you can use it as a side dish for your grilled chicken, salmon, or you can obviously eat it with injera. Yeah? So
that's how I want to eat it.
Yeah. I think we can put in the collard green now.
Yeah.
It was previously washed and clean, guys. So let's do this. And then I'm going to get a little water.
What about the chili? I mean the jalapeno.
The jalapeno, we put it right at the end. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Learning so much.
And, you know, you can obviously cut it like this and put it in at the end. Or if there are some people that are not really interested in eating a lot of jalapenos, what we will do is usually we will cut the head off. We will cut it in half. You can take the seed out. And then you can just split it like this. And then you can put it in like this as a flavoring.
Yep.
And that way, if you don't want to eat it, you can
then
just
you pull it out at the
yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you know, you can avoid it. But if you cut it small like this, you know, it's really hard
your meal.
to take out.
When do we put?
You can just put a little bit to help it cook.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
It really does.
Yeah.
And the color, again, is starting to turn,
The color is
right?
starting to turn into a really beautiful green. If you are not lucky enough to have a farm right by your side, and if you have to go and buy a big leafy ones from a store, what you can do is, what I normally do is I will boil water, I will cut it out, I will put it in the water and cook it a little bit, and then I take it out immediately into an ice bath and cool it down so that it retains the color like that. Is it cooked?
Maybe a little longer.
A little bit, yeah.
More salt?
It's so good, more salt, definitely. Add a little bit more salt. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, yeah,
Smells, right?
we're not also lucky to have an urban farm in our background and backyard, but the mission of my now nonprofit is to make that happen.
Yeah.
So definitely look us up. We're
Yep.
the Charles Koiner Conservancy.
Yep.
We'll help you make it happen in your own neighborhood. Because the taste is so different. And I think that's, again, part of our mission is to get people more intimate with their food and to be better consumers. And that way demand in the market, like higher quality, as you're saying, nutrient dense.
Nutrient dense.
Wow, it makes such a difference when it's either homegrown or grown by on a smaller scale.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there's different priorities. When it's, you know, from far away, the priority is like making it look pretty when it's shipped.
Yes, it's
not
glazed and sprayed and, you know,
no
if you
blemishes.
if you have a farm close to you, make an effort to go and buy your produces from there.
So much better quality because, then we prioritize like the thin skin, so it has more flavor, but it doesn't ship well. So yeah. Wow.
So it looks good. Maybe a little bit more water.
Yeah.
I think it needs a little bit, maybe another 3-4 minutes of cooking.
Yeah.
It should be ready. I mean, there is a huge tree in the middle of the farm where they put the markets at the farm. I think that's my favorite thing to do, just to go there and sit.
Sit under that big tree.
It's just unbelievable. It's just, nature is just amazing.
Oh, okay.
So good? Ready? Honestly, this is from beginning to end. It takes maybe like the whole process 20 minutes from cutting to ready.
We've been chit-chatting. I feel like it could be like a 5-minute dish if you're like, just get at it.
Concentrate and just do it.
Yep.
So this is so good. This is perfect. So obviously, ready, Hannah?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So
We're ready
like
to
the jalapenos goes in at the end.
Okay.
It's just there to flavor it and give it a little kick. And good.
Okay.
All right. So obviously you can serve it as a side dish.
Wow. I'm not an expert plater, sorry.
okay.
And then we'll put the...
It's okay, it's all organic.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
A
More?
little bit more?
More?
Obviously. So you can do that and enjoy that with your dish, or you can put a little injera. Hannah's favorite.
My favorite. You want me to put it inside?
Yeah, just put it in here.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, it looks so good.
Turn the heat off.
Yeah.
Okay, we can turn the heat off now.
Heat's off, yeah.
Heat's off. And for me, typical Ethiopian, I want my Mitmita on the side. And then we can just sprinkle it with a little olive.
And this is like a farmer's cheese?
That's a farmer's cheese.
Perfect for today.
You want to see it? Episode 8, I made it. So you can go and make it yourself.
Amazing. And just like the vegetables, when you make your own cheese, it's so much better.
It's so
and
much
you just
better.
appreciate it so much. Ooh.
Okay. So we can dig in.
I already started.
You already started? So this is so good, guys. This is so good.
I just ate a piece of cheese. That was it. I didn't even try ours yet.
Perfect combination.
And then do you just kind of dunk in there?
Like that.
Pat it.
Anna?
Oh my God. I'm so happy.
This is so good. So good.
Thank you so much for teaching me. I've never known how to do this.
Honestly, you've never done it like this? So simple, right?
So simple and so good.
So simple, so good.
And I would have never thought to add nutmeg.
Can you taste it though? It gives it that sweet,
warm. That's the key. And again, I
To
just
me,
have
it
never.
is.
I've done ginger, I've done garlic, I've done jalapeno, but I've never thought, and chili. Okay.
Yeah.
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. with any green.
Really?
With any green, nutmeg is the best.
It's my new thing.
One more bite?
Yes.
I think we can finish it.
Definitely.
So you can do this, and then you can go a little bit of the green onion, and yum. It doesn't even feel like color.
No. Yeah, because when you were saying earlier, no, if you don't like greens, blah, blah, blah. Who couldn't like that? It's like, I would rather have this than cake, seriously. I'm like,
Seriously, with the cheese? Man, this is so good.
all right, we've got to share now.
I know.
Share with you all.
All right. It's embarrassing. I ate too much.
I know. Swallow.
I always do.
Breathe.
Swallow, breathe. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Thank you, Hannah,
Thank you,
for
Beth.
coming and doing this with me. Honestly, I really appreciate you. I appreciate what you do for the community.
Thank you.
I am learning so much from you.
Likewise.
Thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know, please try it and let me know what you feel like. And thank you again. Bye. Thank you.